Good afternoon, Scurry County. It's Dan Hicks, County Judge, and I'm coming to you from my office today. And the main reason is because I have been gathering information to get to you about the testing site that's going to be here tomorrow. If you've watched the meeting this morning, there wasn't a lot of information that we had given out up until now. There weren't a lot of reassurances about the crews that are coming in, but I want to give you that information now. I've been able to talk to a few people and get word straight from the horse's mouth on what it's going to look like and what they're doing. But first, I'm going to start with your numbers. I'm going to do this week, last week, and 2 weeks ago where those numbers are. So in the state of Texas right now, we have 300,384 total tests done. A week ago, it was 205,399. 2 weeks ago, it was 158,547. Currently in the Texas hospitals, there's 1,682. A week ago, there was 1,419. And 2 weeks ago, there was 1,459. Cases reported today is 26,171 total. A week ago, it was 20,196, and 2 weeks ago, it was 455. In the U.S., there's been 1.03 million cases reported. A week ago, it was 813,589, and then 2 weeks ago, 576,695. Texas fatalities, 690 have died from COVID in the state of Texas. A week ago, 517 had died, and 2 weeks ago, 393 had died. In the U.S. today, as of today, 58,412 have died from COVID. Patients that have recovered, 11,786. A week ago, it was 6,486. 2 weeks ago, it was 3,777. 3,677. In the U.S., total recovered is 117,000. Counties reporting is 207. A week ago was 198. 2 weeks ago, 191. In Scurry County, we've had 165 tested. 1 week ago, there was 111. 2 weeks ago, there was 69. We have 8 pending. Negative tests is 155. A week ago, it was 95. 2 weeks ago, 64 were pending. There have been a total of 2 positive cases in Scurry County, all told, but one has recovered. The other is still considered an active case. They show to be recovering. So one active case, one inactive case. This is the flyer for their mobile test collection. The phone number, if you want to go and get tested, I'll give you that now, and then I'll give you that at the end of this also. You can call 512-883-2400. If you have fever or chills, a cough, a fatigue, body aches, muscle or joint pain, shortness of breath, sore throat, headaches, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, nasal congestion, loss of taste and or smell, you can call this number, 512-883-2400, and you'll be tested tomorrow out at WTC. All right, so I talked to a gentleman by the name of Rodney Hunt. He's leading these crews that are going out, and it's Air Force guys. And they have some nurses that are doing the actual testing. The Air Force guys are not the same crew that is out in Garza County today. It's going to be a different crew that comes to Scurry County. I got that verified. They're not getting exposed. They are not carrying COVID. They're being tested every day. They're wearing their masks. They're wearing all their protective gear. They're changing clothes every time, people to bring them food. All right. So they're out here doing us a service, and they're not disallowing people bringing them food to be rude or to be ungrateful. They're doing it to protect themselves. They want to be sure that someone who may not be symptomatic but might be carrying COVID is not going to contaminate them. So that's some information there. They check as many as they can free, and it's an assistance to the hospital here And to all the other communities, they're assisting. They're not trying to take over. They're just trying to help us get through this. And like I said, it's a free test. They're getting what they've found out. They've done some testing in some other communities, and what they found out is they're getting a lot of folks who won't go to the hospital to get tested. So those that might have it but may not want to go to the hospital, or might have symptoms and they don't want to go to the hospital and get tested, they are willing to go out there and get tested at one of those sites. And they're trying to complement the hospital. They're just taking the burden off. It'll be a nasal swab. And I asked him why the testing, all right, because you can't know for sure exactly why. So what he was explaining is that if we increase our number of negatives, it shows that we're going to be able to open sooner. So he's saying that the governor wants to open communities sooner, but he's starting in the Panhandle, and they're considering this part of the Panhandle. So so that we can get as many negative tests and prove that we are doing everything that we need to be doing to protect ourselves. That's why they're doing the testing. So they're not. They're also going to do first responders as well. So if you're a first responder and you want to get tested, just to make sure that you are safe, this would include dispatchers, EMS, fire, police, sheriff's department, deputies, even nurses, even those nurses working at the nursing home, folks like that. If you are considered a first responder, you can go out there and get tested just to have that peace of mind. The numbers that we get from our testing with this group is to help give the governor data for our community so that he can make an informed decision on whether we should be able to open or not. This is also going out to the surrounding counties. So if you don't live in Scurry County, but you live in one of the surrounding counties that's attached to Scurry County, you're more than welcome to call this number and sign up to go out there and get tested, and then go back to your community if you want to. And this wasn't, our community wasn't chosen by the governor directly. It was chosen by the Panhandle's Regional Advisory Council. And they, what Rodney explained to me was that our community has been doing so well, they want to make sure that we are doing as well as we are, and just to help us out to improve our numbers to get us to a point where we can open up sooner. Mr. Hunt was very helpful in this. I believe what he has to say. I don't think that the testing is a bad thing. I think the testing is a good thing. It'll get our numbers, our negative numbers up. I don't see a rise in positives. We might get a few, but I don't think we're going to get a whole bunch of positive numbers out of this, because our community has done pretty well at following all the rules. Just know that they are very meticulous. They get checked every morning before they get started, and so they're gonna come in and help us out. So with that, I'm going to give you the number one more time. If you want to go get tested, they're starting the testing at 10 tomorrow, and it'll be every 10 minutes that they're doing the testing. The number is 512-883-2400. And like I said before, if you can't write that number down, or you need to find that flyer that I just showed you, you can find it at our Facebook page, our web page, and just about any other tax community here in Scurry County has it on their page. The extension office has it, and the Scurry County, or the Scurry COVID page, has it as well. So with that, I'm going to leave you alone for the rest of the day. I hope you go get tested if you feel like you need to, even if it's just a dry tickle of a cough and you feel like you want to be sure that you don't have it. Absolutely go out and get tested. So y'all have a great afternoon, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow.